And we'll have to adjust the volume as we go because I literally don't know what I had to set it on in the beta. Where did we start? I wonder if we start in the ethereal tutorial realm or somewhere else. Beyond the grip of the familiar, a threshold demands to be crossed. The mortal shells yearn for meeting, awaiting a glimpse of their true purpose. Wow, you got no time to read that. Still. But we're at least at this part. I wonder if this is just going to be it. This is the beginning. And they didn't change it up for the release. Oh, one thing I want to test real quick. Yeah, okay, I need to undo that though. There we go, okay, cool. Wanted to double check. So, we do have a death count. I don't know if I'm going to maintain it very well. If somebody wants to run that, that's a thing we could do. But I'm ready. Alright, this seems to be about the same as the beta. Hey, cat. I don't think I can get hard yet, no. You've inherited the ability to harden your body. Hardening prevents harm from attacks. Yep. So there's the hardening. Still a little hard to see. Ooh, they do, I don't know if they did that before. I can't quite remember if they always played a sound when that came up. I remember I had a little trouble understanding what I was looking at before, especially because it says X. And, anybody playing on PlayStation, would be, or I guess any controller would be like, what am I pressing? Okay. Clearly my sense of direction is intact. Saw a video, wait, don't spoil it though. Saw a video of all bosses, no shell, no hardened, no damage taken. Huh. Alright, let's, oh yeah, this is where you get the sword, okay. Hold on a sec, I'm noticing something interesting. This is something I've seen in other games and in games I've worked on before. Notice how the dot doesn't stay exactly in place relative to the location of the sword. Their UI is not perfectly in sync with the game, and that's a common thing. That's actually something that you have to deal with UI, where depending on where you draw your UI, sometimes it has to wait for the game state to refresh and get transferred to UI. Like, it really depends on like how you communicate with your interface. And in fact, that's been something I've noticed that not a lot of people getting into game development understands how to manage that. They think that there is often a direct code connection to UI elements, and oftentimes it's not the case. In fact, in some of the better systems, it's a little bit significantly abstracted. People are already on those challenge runs. Oh man, like, come on, let me at least start first, right? Let me at least beat the game once before I figure out what I want to do, like run-wise. Figures though, right? People are starting at like midnight and then playing through it as quickly as they can. I guess it's not a super long game, but they're able to beat it by now. How many people are going to finish a game like this on their first playthrough, even if uninterrupted? There's that half sorting. Cool. How many people are going to finish in, what, 12, 16 hours? I am going to try to beat Hadern really early, though. I don't know if they'll let me. Alright. So, oops. I think the Mortal Token is one I wanted. Like, one increases your healing when you harden if you take damage, and like the other one will, what does the other one do? Oh, you know what I'm noticing now? So not only does it not go away for a while, the little, the item info on the left, but it does that, like, it does that scrolling that some games do, where they, like, kind of bounce back and forth, or they scroll a bit and then they start over again. That's a nice touch. Wasn't sure how they would handle that. They would just leave it up, expand the size of the box, shorten the description, something. Alright, almost a Hadern. There was one other item, I think, floating around. Yep. Here we go. I don't think there's more than just this, though. I'll take a quick look, see if they snuck in anything. Probably not, right? To be honest, I would kind of think maybe they shouldn't have a display for the item description when you pick it up. And I don't know, it's such a tough call. It's like, if you want to know more about it, it's probably, if it's a single player game, it's probably better to pause it the first time you get it and show the description, similar to like what Sekiro does. And otherwise, just show the item, just the name, no description, and then just go to like a button. It's like, say, you know, oh, hit this button to open up to go straight to it, like this. And what it would do is it would already have it selected. Like, that's, you know, if the prompt for what you got saying, like, you pick this up, it would say you pick this up, and then, you know, it would show right next to it, like, the whatever button is bound. I don't remember what the button was to use these things. It's just up, okay. Welcome back, Reapy. It's hot. It's kind of cold in my apartment, actually. I normally will stream just like in an undershirt and relatively the lightest clothing I could wear and not feel too bad about things. But I have like a ceiling fan running now, and got the sweatpants on. Hadern has got a lot of HP. Ah, had to hit me. At least I can beat Hadern without too much trouble. Just gotta be smart about it. Not like that, though. Hey, Kunzer. Should really use the token. The next time you harden, I'm going to use it. Ooh, that would have got me too. Hey, Turkey. I'm just not getting a lot of traction here. Really, I didn't, should have waited. Where are they improved his AI a bit? I know I'm making the mistake of being really sloppy as well. Yeah, I need to avoid, I need to be really, really careful about attacking him before he hits me. Just always do this and nothing else. Because he can respond very quickly. I almost kind of feel like Harden isn't giving you perfect invulnerability anymore. Jeez, okay. I'm not gonna win this. See how far we can get. I don't think you could. I don't think there's perfect hardening. No, it's not. Yeah, I think I'm just taking extra hits without realizing it. That should have hit me. I should be doing the running attacks more. Yeah, those are doing a lot. And those are more likely to stagger too. I wonder if you get anything out of this. No, you know you did. You did. I remember now. You did. It just wasn't. It was okay. It just wasn't amazing. I wonder if they changed it. It wasn't like Demon Souls where you just get a whole bunch of like really good stuff. One or two more. Hope he doesn't catch me. There we go. We're watching Lobos played in the chat notice his HP being ticked down slowly after being hit and hardened. Maybe it's a small amount, and I'm just not noticing it. I haven't really been looking. I've been focusing on waiting for Hadron to hit. Could be attack. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, maybe it's. I don't know. I don't think it's the the termination attacks. What were they called? Some sort of
My manwich!
Yeah, I can't remember what they were called. Fulgrim, a tower hums, where a muted dweller ruminates his fate. I'm also going to turn that down a tiny bit because the sound volume's a little bit loud on the sounds. Like 5 maybe? I think there's parry-like timing on Harden. I didn't see it in the beta. But then again, I'm already seeing things that have changed. I mean, I don't remember crawling as a thing in... yeah, you never did to get out of the... to whatever you do to start in the... This is a whole different sequence, because it used to be that you'd just be standing and you'd walk out like the Nightmare Frontier. This is different. Mortal Shell. Yeah, I was gonna say something like that. Oh, you could stop too. I think something just hit me for screwing up the moment. Am I actually being born? What are we coming out of? It's very corpsey. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of metaphor here. Oh, okay. Well. No, we're definitely being born. No. I don't think I was ever able to interact with those things. So this is a thing. I'm some sort of demon child. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be a different area? Or maybe they started you back further. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, okay, so you get the first shell, which I'm guessing is our standard knight dude. Looks like him. Alright, let me get up inside you. Okay. We're a dude. I didn't start with all of the pips for, I can't remember what it was called. Determination? What was the name of the pip resource? The cool attack resource? Alright. Mushrooms. Lalt caps, very nice. Glimpse of futility, okay. Huh. Sense instinct. Well. There's the loot. Okay, interesting. So this is like all dramatically different start-wise. I mean, you still do the fight against those come back real quick. You still do the fight against Hater, and you still end up in, you know, Marshy Fulgrim, but it's all probably differently organized now. So that's the place that I was looking at in the Sense Instinct. Yeah, so this area is different. I wonder if they just had a whole different Fulgrim designed for the beta, just to say, here's some stuff you can do. Yeah, so there's one of the big dudes. Let's separate everything out a bit. Can I? Chest is locked. There's another bear trap. Hey, I didn't run into a bear trap in the first 30 seconds. I didn't hit it before noticing it. What do you think, chat? You think oh, damn it. Never mind. Alright, well, I'll let them deal with that. Can't see the health bars at all. Are they supposed to be visible? Did I set them to medium? Do I not have the parry thing yet? I have the hardened thing, I don't have the parry thing. Alright. So yeah, bear traps are going to be a thing. They're going to be a prominent feature. That one I can see its health. Why can't you see the little dude's health? Here, you get in the bear trap. Get in here. I'm only gonna fall for this more than once. Be really, really careful around these things. Yep, they definitely don't want me reading the chat, that's for sure. In fact, while we're here, let me get ready to start chugging wall caps left and right. Yeah. There's their first loot in the wild. Moonshine. Moonshine is the thing that gives you specialty stuff. Resolve. Was that what it was? Resolve? What was the determination? It was something smaller. Determination sounds like a really long word for asking a soul player to remember. There's another bear trap. There's like a million of these things. I'm only noticing as I'm looking for them. Get out of here, frog. Get poison frog. You're killing me. How many more? There's more than one. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna need to chug wall caps like crazy. I hope I notice more. Oh, the deflating a balloon sound. Oh, I'm poisoned. It's cool. What's this? Those within the obsidian wall seek oblivion. They worship turbulent and reactive. They predict the birth of their savior, but they say he has already been born. Is it me you're thinking about? Ooh, big frog. Probably angry frog. No, I think I can talk to this one. Hello? Speak with Gorf. Oh, you skipped some of it. Ah, the music of the night. I didn't get a chance to see the first thing. You appreciate it, unlike the shallow layabouts around here. Lieutenant Gorf, I am not a merry frog. What was the first thing? I'm boring you. 'Tis alright, I take no offense. What? You're interesting. I skipped the first thing. I feel really bad about that. I'll think up a way to entertain you better next time. You're not boring me. You're a giant frog. You have at least 2 things that are interesting. Ah, okay, you know what? I don't even care about this place anymore. I'll come back when poison doesn't suck so much. That must be it. They must have seen the bear traps, right? And been like, you know, I think they're going to wise up to the bear traps. I almost stepped on another one. I think they're going to wise up to the bear traps. As I look for them. Let's add some more frogs. Ah, damn it. I thought I had them too. Is that the last couple? Nope. This is a problem. I need whelp caps. Like ASAP. I think I'm just going to... yeah. I wasn't gonna make a frog meme. No croaking for this strange meat man. Ram Minotaur. Dropping frames? It's you. I'm not even getting any encoding errors. I'm sitting at 40 to 50. I haven't seen any warnings about that. But zero drop frames. I am probably struggling a little bit, though. Yeah, CPU is going to 70. But it's surviving. I'll try to keep an eye out and see if it goes to 100. Yeah. I think fast is the slowest that I can go with. Two instances of hiccups. The worst it should be is if I rotate the camera. So let me just quick spin the camera and see what happens. That is hitting 73-ish. 77. Yeah. Just let me know. It's possible they could hit 100. I don't have a lot of overhead. I'm definitely maxing out my CPU. In fact, I should be somewhat worried about that too, because someone hit print screen. You know how the camera view locks up for a split second in some games? The game has a little bit of... I think I can get a little bit of micro stuttering. But it shouldn't be really big. If you're getting big hitches on print screen, then you might have some other issues. Like, I think I could Steam screenshot right now. Yeah, let me see. It's such a micro stutter, yeah. On your computer being from 2011? I know, so my streaming rig has a little bit of trouble watching Twitch. I'm not sure what is going on with that. I think I might have a Chrome setting set up wrong. What I'll see on Twitch is that like it will sort of slow down a bit and then kind of stutter a bit and then catch up really, really quickly when I'm watching Twitch on my streaming rig. Which is strange because it's an i7 4770. I have a GTX 780 in there and I have at least 16 gigs of RAM. So I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I'm running Windows 7 on this thing. Hey, thanks for the resub, Turkey. Give me 2 months of my prime. Well, I'm giving you at least 8 emotes. And I hope to give more as soon as I can. And stream. I'm also giving the stream. I should probably specify that as well. I'll make sure it's good. I promise. Took away your jerk lurk. Sorry, Coonzer. No stream, only emotes. I'm gonna have more made. More are gonna happen. I can't fit any more on tier 1 though. What I am gonna do though is if I get all 18 for the new set, the rest of them are gonna be like Franker emotes. So all my old stuff will eventually move to Franker Z. Just as like this channel only emotes. And they'll be on the Discord as well. But obviously that means that there's another, 10 emotes for tier 2 and 3 that unfortunately that's all I can do. I can't I wish I could make them fit on tier 1, but I don't have enough subs. Not yet. Is Better TV even a thing anymore? Yeah, it is. I don't know why I'm running it. Where am I going? I know I needed to get to some hillside witch-looking house. Oh, where's the rest of the bear traps? There's a couple. Nice. It's good timing. That must be the that must be where I was trying to go. Okay, so we're getting closer. I honestly, speaking of Franker and Better Twitch, I don't know the whole of what I'm getting out of those. I know Franker keeps having a goods, I don't even know. Can I pick that up? Nope. Franker keeps having these pop-ups that say, oh, 70 new options were added, and I'm like, what does it even do anymore? Hey, Clue Man. Oh, also, while people are popping up emotes, I did put in the new cheer emote. So we have 2 of them now. We have one with variations that cover like the top 4 tiers, which is the one you just posted, Clue Man, and then the others are all yeah, they're that one, but animated. And I think they came out pretty well. So from 1 to 99 bits, is the scene one, like the relaxed one. Yeah, I want my parry item. Yeah, Cat, I think they came out pretty good. I'm looking forward to doing more of that stuff. It's a good excuse to learn After Effects. Oh, I should probably see if I can do the termination attack or whatever it was. Oop, man of stamina. Oh, that's pretty bad, okay. I'm gonna come out of that flawless, too. What do we got? So... no healing items yet. Need to get another wall cap. Probably shouldn't have woken this dude up. Hungriest of unborn burns with desire. He hangs seething as those bow low in supplication. He demands sacrifice, but his hunger, it ne'er ends. Does this remind me to drink water or something? Yes, plus my chatbot. My chatbot in a few minutes is going to remind me as well. Oh, there we go. Keep forgetting I have to hold to activate that. What's gonna befall me down here? What are we running into? Where's the boulders? Ninjas, frogs, bear traps probably. Ooh, another one of these. Another chest is locked. The way that these are represented is so strange. Yeah, like you go to activate it and then read it and you're like, You have to walk up to it and do nothing, and then it says chest is locked. It's a little strange. This game looks so good. Is it a fish idol? Oh yeah, I guess it is the fish. It's the fish that eats you and takes you up here, or at least eats you. Give me a welt cap. Give me some health, please. I'll take anything. I think this is a welt cap, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the number on the left I'm now noticing is how familiar you are with it. I wonder what the overall effect for that's going to be. So yeah, you fight Hadern, and regardless of whether or not you win or lose, Hadern bails out. Then this fish thing comes out, and you seem to be perfectly fine with it because the fish just eats you, and then you're born through the corpse of some sort of giant demon thing. Oop. Gotta mess that one up. Oh, lock problems. It locked onto the far dude too, huh? Oops, that was too early. That'd be a super cool mechanic for an RPG like The Witcher to have familiarity with environmental items and herbs. Did they not have that? I thought The Witcher was had a lot of that kind of stuff. I'm kind of out of date though. The only Witcher I played was the second one, and I really didn't like it. Didn't finish it. I got 12 hours into it. And so the issues that I had with it actually were covered by I can't remember the name of the person who made the video covering my concerns with it. I just watched them recently. Because I was wondering, like, did other people have the same reaction to The Witcher as I did? Let me check my YouTube history real quick. I'm going to bring this up because the funny thing about it is that it covered, like, everything, every concern I had for when I was playing The Witcher, and seems to apply equally to the other games. And it was like a 5-hour video, too. I think I got through a lot of it. I don't think I finished it. Let me see. I'm watching a lot of YouTube, too, huh? I'm gonna find this. It's important for me to figure out, oh, I didn't get very far at all, but it still covered... That's funny. It still covered all of my, my concerns with it. Yeah, it was the Joseph Anderson one. So, yeah. I mean, it seems to be a functional game, but all the things that were described there matched my experience very well. And I don't think I'm going to end up playing the... I'm not going to finish the second, I'm not going to start the first, nor play the third, based on that. Because it covers all the things that I saw that I didn't like. Well, he actually talked about The Witcher 3, I think, as well, and discussed that the same problems existed there. And, what is this? What is this thing? But the Witcher 3 even, and I've watched, like, Frosty play a bit of it, doesn't really... It just doesn't appeal to me. I'm not going to say that other people can't enjoy games, but that's not one for me. I thought it was like a... Is this supposed to be arms open, like, Are those... I'm not sure if it's like a big, giant animal head, or what I'm looking at. Oh. Wasn't sure if I missed the other one. There we go. It's not a game for mechanics? Well, a chunk of it, honestly, was that there were a bunch of references in... There were a bunch of references in The Witcher, especially 2, that required you to know the books really well. Otherwise, it just wouldn't make as much sense. And I had that kind of lingering feeling... Unknown effigy. Okay, that's probably this guy. I had that feeling on the way in, and the video confirmed it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Combat has really smooth animations, but clunky and some of the light and heavy attacks. No, yeah, the combat was rough. I don't know who the combat was meant to appeal to, but not me. So yeah. It's okay to not be the target demographic for a game, but man, I was feeling it. I feel kind of bad too, because The Witcher was donated. I just hated it. It was so frustrating. Oh, they're actually using the arc. Can they hit me even behind line of sight? Ooh, okay. Whew. Okay. You understand having heavy and light attacks and trees for both, but no interplay between them? For The Witcher, you mean? When I saw the third game even, the combat just wasn't gonna do it for me. And I think I don't really like the presentation and the story and the attitudes of the characters enough. Heavy attacks are only only useful in specific situations like smashing shields, and if you've only got time for one swing. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that's certainly settling it. That I am probably fine without it. Both of these guys come at me. There. You didn't like that there wasn't real progression in combat? Yeah. I mean, I can understand, like, yeah, okay, so combat isn't their focus. For me, I feel like if the primary way in which you interact with the world and advance the story is not good, then it shouldn't be something you have to do. And maybe it should have been just a, like, adventure story game. And that might have been better. And the combat is all cutscenes and quick-time events. Like, that's a fine approach. Alright, not gonna get me with that. Not gonna get me with those wannabe ambushes. Posers. Think it's good enough to hold the series? Well, wasn't for me, that's for sure. So either I'm picky or I'm not the right person to play those games. Man, there's a million of these things. These locked chests. You know what there aren't a million of? And I wish there was? Welt caps. Oh, he just immediately jumped up, okay. Part of the The Witcher is fighting monsters and shit, so they might feel like they have to at least have the baseline for combat. Well, I mean, they should, if they can't do it and they feel it's important, they should get somebody else involved. There's plenty of people who know what they're doing. Hopefully they can find one that's not busy. Oh, jeez. That was a flub of a dodge. You know, a good example of getting somebody else involved would be Elden Ring. Is this where I think I completely got sidetracked? Hold on a sec. I don't think this is the I don't think this is what I saw on the hill. This looks really big. This looks significant. This looks like I'm at the end of Mordor or something. Yeah, Nier Automata and Platinum, yeah. Like, if it's not good enough, then let somebody else make it great. People exist. Elden Ring, Burton, what's his face? Wanted to do, I don't know how that came about, but somehow, one way or another, they wanted to connect and do something, and they needed somebody who had good combat chops. And even though FromSoft has been hit or miss, especially in Dark Souls, who just shot at me? It's always been really solid, at least for a first playthrough, even though the PvP kind of falls apart. And then Sekiro comes around, and Sekiro was amazing. And it goes to show that if they focus and they don't worry about multiplayer, they can get into a great spot. Man. Hold on, let me see. Do I happen to have my fancy... I don't have the blade skill yet, I think. Getting Dark Souls guys involved for combat if you wanted something more gritty. Monster Hunter devs, even Platinum if you want something more spectacle. Yeah, and there's other developers who can do good stuff. I'm sure there's plenty. Like, for example, Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell so far has had awesome combat. And has anybody heard of them before Mortal Shell? No, I don't think. I haven't. And I speak for everybody on the planet. But whatever their prior experiences, Mortal Shell so far has amazing combat feel. You were upset when you heard Sekiro wouldn't have multiplayer at first. Yeah, like for me, it was like I was kind of a little bit bummed about it. You know, sort of like going, oh well, you know, the replay value won't be super high. And yeah, it wasn't. But it's like, would I rather remember it poorly after a bunch of like half-assed multiplayer, or would I like to have a fond memory and move on? I think at this point, after having the Dark Souls experience, I'm kind of fine. Moving on after a good single-player experience. Oh man, especially after Bloodborne, holy crap. Bloodborne multiplayer, like, I didn't even like the single player. I understand why people like the single player for Bloodborne. But man, the multiplayer for Bloodborne was so bad. You're hoping FromSoft tricks us all and surprises us with Dark Souls 4? I would still give it a shot. I mean, Sekiro kind of shows that they're learning, you know, and honestly, I think Bloodborne feels like a lot of rushing, and considering Dark Souls 2 was in development with similar timing, I feel like maybe they were just spread too thin and didn't know how to organize it. And I kind of wonder now, like, what would a very focused Souls experience be if FromSoft was invested in it, or at least now that they have experience with you know, working on more than one game simultaneously. Let's go. Don't just look at me. I don't want to get closer. There we go. Wasn't super confident about that. You would do HEMA consulting for the price of enough coffee to last a time. I think a lot of people would be interested in getting you know, proper moves figured out. In fact, Dark Souls 2 actually has at least one or two very HEMA sounding animations. Like, they look way more like what you'll see from, like, you know, Scalagram or any of those types of YouTubers, where they show, you know, the much more controlled and restrained attacks. They're obviously not as fun to look at, because, you know, you would never do a swing like this in especially with the you know, starting from a stance that's not as ready. You think you would do a swing like this, where you have to basically take it off your shoulder first? You would? Okay. I thought the whole point of HEMA stuff was having much more readiness to your stance. Like, the transitions make more sense than like Souls would do, where basically you do that and then you kind of you're like, a lot of you're leading from more forward. It's the most forward you'll ever be able to get in a swing. And then this transition makes sense. Typically you get a hell of a lot more range out of it from this swing. Yeah, he seems a bit more reserved, but I always thought that was kind of a HEMA thing, where you want to keep it a little closer to you. Something about like center of gravity or something. So you think this is convincing HEMA style swings? They seem a bit more open than you would expect, but I'm obviously not nearly the expert you are. How's the combat feel? It feels amazing so far. Like, I want to say they kind of nailed it. Because you start leaning back with a blade behind your head, like almost you're going to swing a baseball bat. Historical European martial arts, Kunzer, which is basically like a lot of like medieval sword-related stuff. Then you take a huge lunging step and start swinging halfway through that. How lunging is this step? The left foot going forward like that? P said it didn't feel weight or impactful enough. When you connect with an enemy, I think relative to the weight, it feels more impactful than Dark Souls does. You stagger things more. Against the bigger enemies, not so much. But then, you know, bigger enemies are meant to be more resist. Like, you can still stagger some of these dudes. You just gotta be heavy on the R2s. P's been using the freaking the hammer and the chisel weapon. Of course, he's not gonna stagger as much. Well, he was in the beta. I don't know what he's using now. Oh, that's a gibberishy looking like. These are also, like, massively slowed down. Really? Certainly weightier than Bloodborne? I feel like it's a good compromise between, like, Dark Souls 2 and 3. It has a lot better follow-through and animation weighting than Dark Souls 2. With some similar speed feel of Dark Souls 3. It kind of feels sort of like... you know Lords of the Fallen felt very, 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 very slow and heavy? But it had massive weight to everything. Like, if you hit something with a heavy weapon, it felt good, but it was a little bit too slow. This feels like looking at Lords of the Fallen, but, like, fast enough to be practical and to feel good. You give Bloodborne a ton of shit. You think nowadays you should like it more than Dark Souls 3 in principle because at least Bloodborne... Experiment with what? Their combat was overall simpler. What was the part about Bloodborne that felt the most experimental? Regain? I guess. They give you a giant window for that. I will say, though, that games like Hollow Knight and... what was the other game that did that better? Hollow Knight, Dead Cells... There's a few other games. Regain doesn't even work that well. There's many games that did a mechanic like that better. I'm trying to think of what the other one was that was also a multi-purpose resource. At least it tried. I don't know. I don't know if I want to... Dark Souls 3 definitely didn't try. That was a going through the motions, phoning it in game. With the exception of Ashen Estus FP and the way that poisons and stagger works, which were a leap above any of the other games. Stance your character is in is vaguely and by default is a lazy low VOM tag or from the roof guard. So this is actually a thing then, is what you're saying. Because Dark Souls 3 couldn't try. No, yeah, they had to go back to a safer path. Prettied up and faster Dark Souls 1. Not necessarily. I don't know. I don't know if I think of that being the case. A lot of it feels very much like Dark Souls 1, like in how the animations work and how the hit impacts work, but FP, Ashen Estus, and the way that stagger, that poise works overall is way better, and their defense formula is the best that they've ever had. Between resistance and flat defense, or absorption and flat defense, it's way better than anything they've done before, so that was a huge leap up. But, like, Bloodborne innovation-wise, I think that the thing about Bloodborne's combat-related innovation, I think, is probably only really... the part that was actually really good is the part that everyone else hates, which is stuff like Winter Lanterns, which are, like, the best designed enemy that FromSoft has probably ever had. This in terms of making it an interesting, complex, high-stakes encounter. I know people tend like it's funny how people hate winter lanterns with a passion because they're reacting from a pure like emotional stance. But that emotional perspective is what makes it great because you're having to weigh all those options all at once. It's the same reason why I like playing a spellcaster in Dark Souls 2 because you have to weigh all of that all together. You have a lot of concerns all at once and you have to pick the right one. And there's still multiple ways to handle it as well. I really gotta hurry up and make that freaking video. I haven't wanted to load up Bloodborne and I haven't wanted to write about it, but... Where are you? Where's the one? There he is. Okay, yeah. A bit further up in front. Hold on, I gotta kill this dude before I eat anymore. This guy's got some armor. Winter lanterns are a really cool concept, but they just boil down to just parry it. Not even close. Ah, freaking bear trap. You can, so not only can you parry, not only can you bait them out and like hit and run, you can poison them. Blue elixirs work. What's the name of the bone powder or whatever that makes your guns better? Like there's all sorts of stuff you can do to make it work. No, not the shaman bone thing. Not the. Well, actually, that thing works too. The ash, the bone ash stuff works, and the shaman blade or whatever those are, the ones you use to make enemies fight each other, can be used in a couple cases as well. The one area where the two of them was harder than any boss in the game. That was where I started using blue elixirs and I want to attract one of them. That's where I was using blue elixirs and are you gonna? Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. I saw that before. That's amazing. They won't do it. They're gonna just wait. This is so unlike Souls where you can kind of like lure them out a little bit better. Yeah, you can get really close. Now they're gonna attack. Huh. Okay, you just gotta be a little closer. That's funny though. Had to use a hammer to exclusively stun lock one repeatedly. That's an option. That's a valid way. That doesn't mean it's like, oh, it forces me to. So you're basically saying it forced me to use a part of the game that I normally wouldn't bother with. It's like, is that having the stakes high enough to where you have to think about it and figure out a solution? Is that a problem? Remember when I said before about how people tend to react and basically say, oh, this had a bad emotional response for me. I don't think winter lanterns are that bad. I think people just it hits you on an emotional level that you're not ready for. It's just a big stressor. But I think the stress is kind of fine. Are these? Oh, they don't. That's not good. Yeah. I thought it was broken. I wasn't sure if it was good or not. It's a bummer. You're fighting them because you didn't figure out the best way to deal with them. But there's multiple great ways to deal with them. I think if you wanted to be critical about it, then you could say there aren't enough similar encounters to ramp you up to dealing with that level of difficulty. That might be a valid criticism. I think the enemy design itself was really cool. and was very well thought out. And they gave you a lot of resources to bring. Oh, geez, there's a lot of these, aren't there? They gave you a lot of opportunities to deal with it. But no, I don't think any other. There were many other strategies to go to deal with it. You know, there were cases where if you had the right gems, you could burst them down. You could stun lock them. You could parry them. You could shoot them out. You could poison them. You could sneak up to them. So poisoning with obviously the throwing knives. Oh no! Hold on. Nah, I'm not ready for that. Come back later. Hold on a sec. Is that the one from? I can't turn around. Crap. Okay. I wanted to go back and double check. You let them as enemies. You couldn't deal with them sometimes. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I think the thing that made them is the reason why people reacted to them negatively is because they made you had to think about outside the box. You couldn't fight them like a regular enemy. They were way too threatening. You had very little time to make a decision while you were in their field of view. Getting caught by them was extremely nasty. Like, you would just die pretty much instantly. You had to make a decision. You had to make a good decision. And there were choices, though. That's what killed me. It's like, people just weren't trained to think when they play a Souls game. They're used to just dodge a little bit, pick around at the enemy. I'm not sure which enemy this was. I think this is the one from before that we fought, right? I need to heal with. There's no welt caps. I'm gonna go find a welt cap. You know what put you off Winter Lanterns more than anything else is that there's already a ton of enemies where their defining trait is a grab. Well, that's more that could be considered to be more a problem with Bloodborne than the Winter Lanterns themselves. The same way that Bloodborne has the problem, they have a ton of enemies that are big bestial quadruped enemies that jump around a lot. And of course it's gonna freaking bear traps. Bloodborne is, and any FromSoft Souls-like is going to struggle with that, with big giant jumping quadrupedal enemies, because their camera just doesn't handle it. Sorry for flooding the chat with Kima talk. Oh no, this is an appropriate time for it. Don't worry about it. You thought their defining feature was... Yeah, well, yeah. The frenzy effect, I feel like, is their defining feature. And I think maybe that's part of what makes it clear that people maybe don't understand Winter Lanterns, and they're not willing to think about what to do with them. Because the frenzy effect, especially when they hit you, was by far... the important part. That's what changed up the encounter. If there was no frenzy, then a lot of the rest of the stuff wouldn't mean as much. The grab would be just yet another grab. You were talking about a different enemy from a different game? I might have. Let me see. Two of them harder than any boss in the game. Let me see. Boreal Brutes. Oh! Okay, I know yours. Yeah, I remember the Boreal Brutes. Those, I think, those I don't agree with those. Like, I don't agree with those being a good enemy design. As a pair, anyways. Like, the game doesn't handle it. Like, a single one with very few other enemies to fight, sure. But more than one Boreal Brute, no. And I did that fight. That was like the hardest fight in the entire game. That was harder. The dual Boreal Brute fight was harder than literally everything else in the entirety of the game, including the Cannoneer and Blade Bearer secondary fight, which was also really difficult. And The thing about it though, which I can kind of accept, is that you don't really get much of a reward for it. It's not important to the story. It's a side area. So I don't. It's specifically meant to just be a ridiculous challenge, and I'm kind of fine with that. Should you pick up Code Vein ever? Code Vein was really good. The level design was kind of hit or miss. Combat was good. The class system was great. The abilities were great. The couple of story reveals were really good. I want more of it. I want better levels. I want better areas. But it was the same level of area design as like Dark Souls 3. So if Dark Souls 3 didn't bother you with the structure of the levels, then Code Veins was definitely worth picking up. Maybe hold off on the DLC though. I was wondering about the DLC. The DLC is apparently absolutely terrible. Oh no. Wonder what about it. Alright, we have full HP and we have Hardened and we have nothing else. Oh, I think this is Grisha. You're a hefty one. Oh, I didn't have, oops. I think I was just behind on the Harden, I think. Don't think I'm gonna survive this. This thing reminds me of an enemy I think my Harden expired or no. I think I've been pressing it before it's ready or something. Or I've been getting hit out of the Harden without realizing it? I don't know. There's a second hit. What's your deal? Traditional troll folkloric look with the fingers extended and the big blades. So the funny thing about this enemy is that the blade arms and the body shape remind me of a creature in Savage 2 and Heroes of New Earth, both the games that I worked on. Well, actually, Savage 1 as well had it, but I didn't work on that. And so the Predator thing was more like wolfy in the face, but overall similar body structure and the blade arms and everything. It's not a unique design by any means for the Predator. This thing's cool though. Getting way better at not mashing dodge. I think I finally got that Dark Souls habit out of the way where it drops your inputs. Ooh, got a back attack too. Way more readable than Hadern? Oop, that was a mistake. Keep attacking before I've got Hardened ready. There we go. Level design in Code Vein is definitely the consistently lowest point. Yeah. Lots of it was really good though. The memory sequences in Code Vein were really cool, actually. I didn't expect to like them as much as I did. Acquired item, mechanical spike. There we go. That's the hollowed sword thing I wanted. Right after I could have used it. The fashion of what you saw in Code Vein makes you want to play. It had a lot of options. I didn't capitalize on it as much as I should have, I think. I think the biggest thing for me with Code Vein is I couldn't put beards in my character. No beard, no mustache, no nothing. Ball cap? No. It's regular mushrooms. Cathedral was the worst part of the game. You know, honestly, the enemies in the Cathedral were so fun to fight that even though the level design was pretty rough, I totally dismissed it. I wasn't worried about it at all. I missed an item here. Kept watching my videos on YouTube. You put them on and was falling asleep. Oh, sorry. I should probably, man, if I had the time, I would want to make a highlight reel for Code Vein. I think there were some good moments in that. Yeah, no, absolutely they were, thinking about it. They added a Santa beard accessory to Code Vein, so what you did was you dyed it black and adjusted it to the point where it looked serviceable. I had taken the hair curls and I tried to shove them under my character's neck and it just didn't work out. Why make a 3-level map that flows over the other parts of the map, doesn't track vertically? That part sucked. That part, there was another part of that wasn't any better. That was also frustrating. Cathedral is nothing compared to the fire area. The fire area... Oh, another one. Oh no, that's the one. Oh, I can't turn around. I gotta like exit real quick and then bail. Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I'll be going now. Hey, the fire area was no Izalith. You don't remember. He's friendly. He doesn't look too friendly. He looks like the one I fought before. The big freaking douchebag. Guess I should get my loot on, huh? Oh. The same song. Well, I'm slightly better now, right? Soon I'll be playing, you know, Dragon Force or whatever it's called. The top tier track from. I'm looking for, as I'm saying this, I'm really trying to keep my eyes peeled for these bear traps. The freaking bear traps. I literally was trying to stop as I saw it. The thing from Guitar Hero. They're really hard. I think it's Dragon Force, right? It's something like that. There's the wall caps. They're probably back now. Yeah. We are cheesing this. Don't know what to think about bear traps. Get to keeping your eyes out, that's for sure. Through the fire and flames. Is that the name of the track, or is that the, is that another Wolf Cap? Tar Spore, no. I'll worry about those. I'll worry about getting filled up on Tar Spores once I'm not mostly dying. Oh, there was only one. Oh, they stack. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, was this where I was supposed to go the entire time and I finally found it? Hold on. That's a track name, okay. Is Dragon Force the name of the artist then? Oh, it's you. There's Sister Janessa.
Pray, what wayward spirit beckons?
Hey.
I shall name you Foundling, and you may call me Sister Janessa.
Scepter.
You're uninitiated in the revered's mysteries, I see. What a curiosity you are. wearing a man like a shell. You've awakened him, but you know nothing of him yet. Fetch me one of his mementos, and some tar too, and I'm sure we can stir up some recollections. Of course, first you must find his name.
Didn't sound too senseless to me. I'll sip some tar. Give me some sips. I don't need glimpses for this. I could do it. Let's go. Harros.
The brigands pointed us toward the temple. Shunned by the devout, their allegiances lie to those who offer tar or spirits. They entertain themselves with drunken antics or violent cruelties. They know better than to attack us. But they followed us at a distance, hoping for scraps.
Let's do... what can we do? Foresight. Getting glimpses, James restores some health. Dominance. Both of these, actually, right? How many glimpses? I have 7? Oh, and I think I have another... I have another item for glimpses or so. I don't know. I think I do. I'm going to try to do both of these. I can afford it, I think. Yeah. So let's do this one first, because it's the most expensive. Just in case I die afterwards.
First I heard the squeals, as if from 100 mouths. Then I saw her. The revered. A writhing mass of sinew. As if all at once she was splitting apart and coalescing. Is it salvation to look upon her? Deliverance? I knelt, losing my strength. I wanted to look away, and yet she was all I wanted to see.
I don't know, Hal. I think it's fine. I don't think I have any problems with it. I mean, at least it's not like... As much as I think David Hayter is a good voice actor, it was really weird hearing him as Zangetsu in Bloodstained. So it's like, I'm fine hearing somebody I don't recognize be gruff and be the voice of Harros. Yeah. Does it really sound that try-hard? You forgot it was David Hayter? But it's just the Snake voice again. I mean, it's probably just his normal voice with a little bit of tweaking, but... I don't know, it's a little, once you have a voice that's so iconic, it's hard to ignore it. It's almost like actors. Like, you watch a movie, and you're like, I can't not see this person as that actor, and I can't appreciate them as the character. And that's why, like, I'm fine with nobodies being thrust to the spotlight if it means that if their acting's good. I'd rather have that than somebody I recognize and can't disassociate from. And there's some actors that are pretty good at doing whatever they're doing, even if it's somewhat typecast. Like Keanu Reeves, totally fine. He can do a lot of different things. Probably doesn't have infinite range, but actually, one I was thinking about recently, I know this is going to be a little sad point for some people, but Robin Williams, lots of good roles, lots of variants, mix of comedy and serious stuff. The one movie I'm interested in seeing that I don't know quite how I'm going to react to but I want to see it anyways at some point, is 1 Hour Photo. I hear that was a crazy, grim movie, and it somewhat got panned because people didn't expect that out of Robin Williams. But I heard the performance is amazing. I heard the overall movie's great. Like, probably really uncomfortable, given the nature of it. If it happens to be on, Netflix or Twitch, Amazon Prime Video or whatever, then we should consider doing like a watch party, whichever of the services we can set up conveniently. at some point we should try setting that up and see if that's a thing we could run easily enough. You know, maybe this weekend or I don't know. Yeah. I am going to take a quick break though. I'm going to run an ad to kill the pre-roll ads while I'm out. I'm going to hit the restroom, stretch my legs a little bit. Maybe refill my drink. So let me go ahead and switch over to this. And I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right. Feel like you might miss out on watch parties because you think because it's the timing won't match up, or because like copyright law on videos and stuff. I know a bunch of stuff's like restricted, like not available everywhere. All right. What do we got? I know I had, so here's more glimpses. Pretty sure. +1, okay. I should have enough tar for this.
Don't overindulge.
What? I'm gonna indulge all the tar. Oh, and I'm unlocking more stuff from this too, I'm noticing now. Two enemies in quick succession resets your harden cooldown. Nice. That's actually really cool. We get this one first. You have Prime, so you don't think it's an issue, but now you mentioned it might not be able to get certain things in the
Life is
UK.
not burdened with delusions, but truth. Yet the wary ear corrupts honest words into lies. I took him for a spy and cut him down. How else could he know so much about me? He had condemned himself with each utterance.
Oh, you know what it was? I think one of these two I had to do first, and they were unlocking a bunch of this other stuff. I want to get Resolve. Hardening causes Harrow's stamina to rapidly refill. That's amazing. Twice as long, that's fine. Regain last chance upon defeating enough foes. Oh, that's really cool. It's going to take 25 glimpses, though. Harden in the air to create a devastating area of impact upon landing. Foes killed by the blast may drop an additional glimpse. Some of this stuff's really cool. Put your enemies off balance with a powerful kick. Okay. Okay. They're not only making this cooler and cooler, but they're further differentiating themselves from Souls in the best of ways. They have, like, cool effects now. Hal, I can see myself, like, depending, like, after, like, in Discord, maybe we could talk about what availability you do have. How many does this give me? Oops. 2. Reverie. This is the big one. I thought I used it. You like making Americans watch Hot Fuzz? No, Hot Fuzz was amazing. I saw that. I have enough for like one more thing. Hot Fuzz was awesome.
Sip this.
I can get one more thing. I can get accretion of Ascent. Or no, I can get... do I want the Strength? I'm going to take Ascent. I could put that to use sooner.
He ushered me deeper into the labyrinth. It must have been dug by 1,000 hands. I ignored much of what he said until he called my name. Smiling, he forgave me for the crime I would soon commit. It was all etched in stone, he assured me. These were the ravings of a madman.
It was all etched in stone. Okay, so, interesting thing now. I think I know what's going on with this. I think there was a whole troop of people that, we were encountering here, and what's his name? Harrows might have been the first, and connected to the thiefy looking dude with the hammer and chisel. That might have been the dude who knew so much about him. Sense instinct. I've been on my way to this. Oh, I see. This is how we find the rest of them. Did I already fight that? Did I miss the dude on the ground? One of them I'm pretty sure I passed by. Don't answer it yet. I'm gonna go back there when I can. Hey, you dick! What? Isn't even out of the gate yet. Oh, okay, that's not good. What's the button for this? Can't seem to find it. Is it L1 R1? No. What was the button for that? Ah, I screwed it. I totally messed it up. The button to... I think it's L2 R1? I think? To use your... I should really remember what it was. What the button was to do the awesome attack. Oh, I don't think I can yet. I didn't do the upgrade yet. Damn it.
You're awake.
I am.
Good. Please, take this mask. It's not unlike my own. It reveals the way of all flesh. Beyond life and death, where spirits pass across the threshold. But your spirit is bound here, unwilling to go on. Perhaps it has an obligation left to fulfill.
I'm not gonna set the tar there.
Very well.
Alright, let's go back down there and get my stuff back. Yeah, Hal, that's happening, that's a thing. Don't hit me this time. Rick? Oh, jeez. Oh, I wasn't sure if I'd... I wasn't sure what was going on there. There's me. I can get my stuff back. I'm not even gonna worry about saving it. I like that it bounces off your helmet. So something had a cooldown for a bit. I'm not sure what the effect was, though. It's when I'm hardened to something something. I should really have read the accretion thing that I got. I think one gave you more stamina while you're... Hey, Cannon. I think it was like higher stamina regen while you're hardened or something. How do I get abilities in this guy? L2, R2. Okay. Resets your cooldown. For a short time after hardening, enemies have a chance to... Oh, so I have to capitalize on that anyways, okay. Broke down and picked it up. The beta was great. Can't see a reason why you wouldn't. There's roasted rat. You had fun with it? Plus Epic had a $10 off coupon. Oh, easy then, yeah. $20 Souls-like. Not fancy enough. I'm not fancy enough for a free copy, I think. I didn't see any sort of form or way to request it or what. I would have said, hey man, like, I didn't want to just hit up their Twitter. I don't know how much their how much their DMs were being blown up. I was hoping I could find either contact info for the publisher, or I could find just have to tweet them, maybe. Some places have like a form you can submit. Discord? They have a Discord, yeah, but their Discord was busy. It seemed like I'd just be barging in and being like, "Hey, can I have a key?" I don't want to be some weirdo who does that. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm too reserved about that kind of stuff. I think this spot is where I was going to earlier that had the extra dude. I think. Man, the locking seems to, I want to pretend it doesn't have anything to do with the distance to the target, and only the angle. I don't know, it's hard to say. The locking system in this game is confusing. It's very reminiscent of Dark Souls, where Dark Souls is similarly nonsensical to reserved. Yeah. I did submit a request for a key for Fall Guys. Didn't get a response back, but they're swamped. I don't think I'm gonna get one. I'm debating how long I should wait before I just buy the game. I do want to play it. I'm gonna see if I can find the contact info for whoever I gotta get a hold of for Rogue Legacy 2, and ask for a key. And if they say no, then whatever. It's definitely a game that I'm going to enjoy. I'll be a good streamer for. I'll be a good choice for it. And I'll have actual VODs for once, rather than the first game, which I didn't. Hey, I know where we are. This is the very beginning area. So this was closed off before. That was the beta area. What was I going to say? I think, unlike Rogue Legacy 1, I'll be able to get those on YouTube real nice. Your feelings are, you be told no, and that's no different than now anyways. That's true. The only thing I think you have to watch out for is, if you bother people enough to where it becomes annoying, then they might react negatively to that. Ugh. I guess that would be like multiple games within the same publisher or PR firm, because if you're shotgunning out to a bunch of games you're interested in, and they all have no connection to each other, I don't think they're gonna get too bothered by that. I love how that bounces. That's so great, and the sound's awesome too. Oh, you know what? This is these bats. One of the shells is around here, I think. Can't remember where I saw it, but it's around here somewhere. Is this vault caps? Yeah. Pop that before I forget. Yeah, different taste, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Yeah, I think same for me. I played so many different games that so many different games that I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble at all getting the option to check out games. I should have, you know what I should do? Rather than only worrying about the wall caps, I should have some roasted rat too. Because that will make that'll make things a lot easier for me, I think. Roasted rat and boiled frog. A bland but nourishing snack for an exhausted traveler, Cummin, Fair, and Thogrim, gnawed at by the unconfirmed and the shallow. Okay. Oh, right. One of them consumes resolve. The rat does. The frog might, too. I don't know. Oh, I'm just realizing now that I'm full HP. What am I doing? Well, so much for that. I didn't realize that it heals so quickly. That's fine. At least I'm somewhat more familiar with it now. And now I'm ready to go and figure out where, cut that out. Figure out where that shell is. Frog was a green blossom, was it? I think I don't know. Oh, is that the thing you can use to parry? Hold on, what is that? Ooh, that was a mistake I made. No, that's just a bonfire. Campfire. I was looking at this, like, random glowy bit. And I was like, please let it, like, it'd be a really random spot for it to be, though. But I want my parries. Parries are fun. Alright, so everything's clear. Where's our dude? I could swear I saw like there was a tree like this, right? Maybe not the same place. Once I'm closer to Ganessa, I really need to figure out, I need to start chugging these tar spores. heals really well, actually. I wonder if I'm just blind. I don't see the corpse. What do you got? She rests within a tomb, most vulnerable of the unborn. His protection is all he has left to offer. A loyal husk, he prays for her birth, refusing to rest no matter how tiresome his watch. No, sorry, Hal. Yeah, it was a nice emote. I don't know. I don't feel like it's a great emote choice for it's funny. It's like it's a good in-joke, and it's good for the smaller community. I don't feel like it's a good choice for growing the stream, you know. Hopefully in the long run, once I get the next 10 emotes or so, all that stuff will just become Franker emotes. You know. That's my intent. Like, once I run out of the slots, I've got the full set of 18 new ones. Whoa, what was that all about? Where did his corpse go? Oh, it's that one. Are there no more bear traps out here? Did they move them? There was like a bear trap really early on. Yeah, they're missing. Oh, we can do this again. This is, I think, where one of the body things was. I think. Yeah. I think. This dude was nasty. Alright, let's go. Oh, it burns. It hurts so much. You even have all the cool stuff for this, too. I don't have the parries for this, so this is going to be more difficult than last time. Gotta be really careful. I think I'm gonna die here. Oh, he missed anyways, okay. Alright, first try. Without parrying, too. I didn't catch, I didn't see what I got from that. So there's our shell. That's one of them. Glimpse of Affection. This is the one from before, yeah. Alright, we're gonna inhabit Peeve. Let's go. The lighting on those leather textures is amazing. All the leather and cloth stuff. Really, really good. Alright, we peed now. Oh, in that case, the funny thing then is that the area I was at before probably did have a shell that I missed. So that means I gotta go back. Crap. That one boss that I fought, probably, that room looked like it had another shell in it. Based on the glimpses, so I gotta go find that now. So I'm gonna be wandering around a little bit, I think. Saw one other shell so far during limited viewing. Kind of curious how it plays. Maybe it was here? Yeah, I'd like to get another shell just to see what else is around. Yeah, this is seeming familiar, right? Lots of stamina. Really long dodge duration or distance. I don't know if they made it more purple or it just looked that way in the catacombs or whatever. It was an oubliette or what. I wonder if the arrows don't bounce now that I'm in a different shell. I don't want to test that, but I'm curious. No, it still bounces. Oh, hello. Stones, not bolts? Maybe. It looked like a crossbow. Sling bows? I guess, yeah. Man, the healing is so much faster with wall caps now. A little strange that it's showing that tip so often, though. Man, that fog is spooky. so much stamina to work with. Comes back really, really fast, too. Was it past here, maybe? Well, at least while I'm wandering around, I'm still getting tar and stuff. Oh, you know what? This is the area upwards. This is the area that I was really scared about. Stop that. When I turn polygons, what flying? Huh. Oh, that was weird. Am I at really high encoding or something? I might switch to a different encoding setting next stream. Not fast. I might do not slow or whatever, or not very fast. Like the medium tier one. I think maybe I'm having some artifacts with the higher setting. I'm gonna have to look at the VOD. Where is this? Oh, that one's dead. Hey, Ganessa.
You've kept me waiting, foundling. Do not worry. 'Tis only a jest. This path ahead is littered with monuments to suffering. Thought I might lighten the mood. Not that I've ever had much talent for humor. I once knew a man who took the sacrament of ashes. He laughed all the time. Now I'm rambling like an old crone. You're here for another sip.
I'll take a sip. I don't think I have, I need to get, oh, right, I have to learn the name first. Perfect. I don't need glimpses for this. Teal.
They foretold a truth more terrifying than any other. Those who glimpse it behold no monster other than an utter lack of meaning. The visage of a razor-thin line between existence and non-existence. And nothing in between.
Okay, I probably... Wait, hold on. What did it cost?
Yes, taste the truth.
8, 2, 8, 22... Okay, 6... Surely I'm sitting on a couple of these, right? Glimpse of Affection... That's 4. Utility's 1, right? Okay. Hitting the wrong button. Yeah, okay. Well, I can probably get a couple of these figured out, right? That's 500. That is 500. Yeah. On empowered riposte, Teal will sometimes release a poisonous cloud and damage bonus when low on stamina. Not stamina. I'll get both.
The oblate dipped a hand into the embers, and the flames leapt at his touch. Drawing back his blackened fingers, he drew a sigil of ash beneath my eyes. The soot burned against my cheeks, growing hotter with each word of purification. With the tar throbbing in my belly, I see her completely. Each movement creates a swarm of copies. They ripple out from her, following their own whims. Some collide and join together, while others split apart, forming new copies. A reflection of reflections spreading out from her. The nexus, yet also indistinguishable.
I haven't really put together much of what's going on with this yet. Except for they're all talking about this sort of like, some sort of every presence, you know, I don't know if it's a creator or an exister or what. Recite, huh? Oh, is it no good? Oh, what? I don't know if that was a good idea or not. You died. Anyone else super excited for Baldur's Gate 3? I didn't bother with any of those. Oh, Hater but I'm me, and Hater and somebody else. Oh, I thought, what? Hater's angry today. Didn't realize I didn't have my harden earlier. Seems a little slower in the draw today with this weapon. Getting a little better idea of what to do with them, though. Man, that just chunks me, though. Gotta fight him slower. I'm gonna just do the bait out strategy from before. What is this in the background? Are these more fish? What? He hit me anyways? He went right through me, you dick. I need to go back. I talked to Janessa or whatever. I want to tear another page off of this thing and give it another shot. What about the thing I picked up from the chest? I don't know. Oh, it puts me back. Call the wormfish? No, no. Oh, that's cool though. So now I know what the thing is and I have another shot. What, really? Is he breaking me out of hardening or something? Oh jeez, I could even respond to that. Kill me again. Do it, just kill me. Or I don't know. Are these other bodies taken? That's my other one. I'm glad I took this. Or I didn't, I'm glad I didn't leave yet. At least got my stuff back. Thought it was a weapon? I don't think so. I didn't have my harden up yet. Yeah, he's so quick to respond. I can't, I gotta fight him, for now at least, with harden and nothing else. Otherwise I don't think I'm gonna win this. I have no items as well, or I guess I do. I think I can use them though. Oh, I can. Let me at least get closer to winning, and then I'll consider using something. Yeah! So it goes through... The active frames are still there. Okay. Yeah, the active frames are still running. I have to wait. I have to wait a long time for that to go away. Even though it passes through you. It was the same attacking in. Kind of getting a bead of when I can attack more. Yeah, that's not a good time. That one is so quick. That was a terrible idea. I went right into it. Yeah, I gotta look for him staggering. Yeah, that was a terrible idea too. No more healing. Gotta feel him out a little better. Need to lure him away from my corpse too. Yikes, okay. That was weird. Try to get a I think I did the attack before the roll press, and I queued the entire thing up. Getting really close to finishing him. Oh, I could have kept going too. There we go. All right, Hadern, what's the deal? The fish is going to take me, or what are you doing? You're leaving. This is okay. The fish is going to let me go. Okay. I feel like the weight might feel lighter because the weapons will make shockwaves or affect the environment. I suppose. Oh, there we go. I got the weapon. Equip smoldering mace. Let's go. Acid drift from the mace's smoldering head. I don't know why the camera's freaking out. Oh, I guess the camera's kind of looking at... Okay, that's just weird. Yeah. Feels a little stop and go. There's the anvil. Oh, I need... Oh, this is for the mace, though. How do I... Can I swap weapons here? Equip hollowed sword, okay. Resident Evil 2 camera. Well, that's actually a really good thing to do. Like, God of War did that as well. If you're on a bit of a... in this particular case, I don't think it's super necessary, but if you're on a performance budget and you can't let the player look around for any reason, or if the gameplay doesn't really benefit from allowing the player to control the camera, then you could get huge gains from not having to do... There we go. Not having to do the like a free camera. Maybe you don't even have the extra... Like, the extra analog stick needs to be used for something else. Alright, let's put in the spike. Oh, there it is in the bottom left. I was wondering where the bar was that's gonna fill it up. So now I have the sword ability. There's your spike. L1R1, okay. L1's normally your parry button. As long as the camera doesn't point in the opposite direction of where the player's moving, yeah. Where, like, this is a little bit weird, where I go this way, but I'm turned around, and now it's a little weird. Do I not have any? I have no, like, vault caps, I got no... I have a tar spore. Should go ahead and just use these while we're really close to, Ganesha, or whatever, Ganessa. Well, like the drunken camera and the sudden death coming up. Gotta pop it again. I need to get familiar with these. I think you can heal from these at some point. One more time to reveal further detail, okay. Those familiar gain immunity to poison damage for 120 seconds. And it doesn't make me poisoned either. There we go. It's good to have, because poison is rough. What is in the... is that bushes? It's bushes. That was like a big animal. Here. Get stabbed. And you're dead. There you go. Quick and painless. That wasn't quick and painless. After you teal. There we go. I don't like the look at this dude. He's all cautious. It's gonna be a problem, ain't it? Lots of HP on this dude too, and I don't have the kick that I was gonna get with Harrow's. Bet you that mace would have been good for it. Okay, camera is... okay, the camera is struggling there. That's a problem. That is a huge problem. That particular camera over there. Alright, I don't have any healing, right? Tar spores. Yeah, I could use the effigy and I'd probably get my health back. I don't have any more recovery or anything. I have just Teal and Harrow's. There's a wall cap. I could swear I'll have to go back and look when I get the chance. I could swear there's a couple others really early on in Falgrim, but I'm not super sure. Well, that's not ominous at all. You know, this kind of looks like where one of them was. Ooh, that's a... what is this? Who is this coming in? Oh, he's looking around. He didn't see me. Right? Definitely doesn't see me. I'm all sneaky like that. He looks pretty purposeful, though. Oh, camera, please. Can't lock onto the target. He's hefty. I want to be able to parry. That scary sword. I feel like that could kill me in one hit. That just seems scary. I love the over-the-head swing there. That's cool. That is cool to look at. I was gonna try to... I'm glad I can dodge out of that. I'm gonna try to finish him off. Who are you? Why were you so sparkly? Where did you come from? I guess I'll top myself off just to be ready, right? Oh, is this where I came? Did I go the entire way? I did go the entire way back, okay. Yeah, like... I'm not used to be... Like, I mash it because I'm worried that I'm gonna get hit, but I don't expect it to work. I don't expect it for it to be so forgiving as to let me parry at or roll out of an attack that late. Another item. What is that? Wellcap, please. Wellcap. Scripture of Repent. A prayer of contrition. I feel like I remember seeing scriptures. I think they did something like it didn't heal you upon. I think it gave you more damage after a parry or something. Got another dude with a crossbow. What is that? What are you swinging at? Anybody else? Nope. I feel like I should mess with these. Okay. There's them Zelda instincts again. Really, really tiny font. Lots and lots of space to use. Yeah, I honestly have no idea why their text is so small. This makes no sense. Stricken with all the ills that consumed his kin. Can't even read that. Imrod of the last of the indecipherable dragged himself before the immolation. He witnessed as you will one day, the consecrated living flame, always becoming, always feeding, as its form flakes away in torrents of ash. Yeah, this definitely has way better attack chaining, like way better feel for it than anything FromSoft has done. I guess I'll knock. I'll hop over here and take a look and see if I'm allowed inside. Probably not. Ooh. There's glyphs. Oh. I'm allowed to go? Is there a boss's Monument of Ash and another of these shieldy dudes? Who else is here? Okay. Areas are crazy. Like, the lighting for these areas is insane. What I want to do is next time I stream this, especially at night, I'm going to turn off all my lights and just have like a small little light off to the side, just so I can focus on that. Right now I'm playing it with my like ceiling fan light on, and it's really bright. Combat, it looks better than Neo for sure. Neo is very technical. It definitely achieves what it sets out to do. It's just, I felt like it was a bit heavy on maintenance for me. Lots of stuff to do that didn't really amount to as much as I wished it did. And it felt like it was kind of beyond the mental budget of what you need to play Souls. I guess if you wanted something more complex, just for the sake of it, then yeah. Yeah, Neo feels more like a character acting game with a lot of complexity to it, in a Souls wrapper. I don't know if it's something you can easily compare because of that. Barely even comparable. So I don't know. I mean, based on at least on the beta that I played for the first game, like the overall like. You know, you might be right. Thinking about it, like the structure is vaguely reminiscent of Souls, but man, a lot of the interactions and the pacing do not feel so much. It almost kind of reminds me of the movement speed and responsiveness of like what you see in Dynasty Warriors with this weird kind of character action game behavior. I don't know how to explain it. Ooh, am I gonna get another dude right away? Make an offering. It's very red and scary. What am I going to offer? Glimpse of affection and a foundry stone. Ooh. Ooh. I'm glad I ran away. These things look nasty. These things can't possibly be. Didn't damage it. Let's do an attack that tracks a little better. Oh, I can damage them. Okay. They're scary, though. One. Barely in comparison. I played a bunch of Neo 2 and it feels amazing. I think especially as you adapt to Neo and you get familiar with like the intricacies of how it plays, I think it starts to feel less and less like a Souls game. I've seen people post like combo videos and stuff. So I think maybe comparing it isn't... The more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe it's... there is no real good comparison. I wonder who I made an offering to. But I got the Foundry Stone. I needed that to upgrade something. Really similar... between Neo and 1. It's a lot easier pressure in Neo 2. The approach Neo as a Souls game, you're going to hate it. There were a lot of things that early on would kind of never fly in a Souls game, like how aggressive you can be. Two things, I think. How aggressive you can be, and how you can block with a weapon, and how that is... I think it was something like you can block sooner than you can roll. There are some weird things like that that stood out to me. Guess these guys went to bed for a minute after I left and got almost dunked by the shield guy. Neo 2 has burst counters and yokai abilities which help a ton, dealing key damage to yokai. I did see something like that, and even in the first game you had whatever the weird spirit mode was, where you basically are using that meter also as a little bit of health. Like you can absorb hits with that. There's another mortal token. Okay, there's a bunch of these. What are you planning? Says the thing is, yokai usually don't stagger, but if you reduce their ki to 0, they stagger from every hit. I do remember something like that. Like that was the most. Like it was much more important to manage ki against yokai. Open Iron Maiden. Should I get in? Should I get in? I got a glimpse from it. Okay. More well caps always welcome. Right? Right? Well caps welcome. Are we doing that? So there's two magical dudes. Oh, they're the same one too. No. Oh, they lose max key? What is that? This seems like a great idea. Alright, I guess I could stagger him over and over again. Oh, ooh, that hurts. Should have just let that go. Didn't I have like a rat? I don't know, rat. Anything else? I'm not gonna have enough time. They're gonna hit me in the back of the head while I'm doing this. Well, actually, let me check. So they're that far away right now, right? Just immediately menu a bit. Browse around. Can't do anything. Are they closer? No. It pauses. Okay. It was a remnant of tar. It wasn't a rat. I don't know why I did that. I tried to get the running attack to happen. I think they're stuck. Cool. Neo 1 is an overall inferior experience. Is the story any good? Is it worth It kind of looked like the story and maybe some of the level... Well, not the level layouts, but like the level themes might have been more interesting than the first one. The second one, rather. Maybe I'm wrong. What is... Besides the... What is this? Oh, Open Iron Maiden. Can I do this one too? No? Quenching acid, cool. Just tired of Feudal Japan. I'm surprised I wasn't super put off by Sekiro being in effectively Feudal Japan. I guess FromSoft is good enough at changing it up to where it doesn't bother me as much. I turned away for 1 second, thinking I was far enough away, and the dude caught up to me. I'm not sold by Ghost of Tsushima. I think anybody who liked like Assassin's Creed and wanted a feudal Japan open world game would have liked it. But it seems very much like Assassin's Creed, with maybe like better, like if you're approaching Japan as a style, it looks like at least it achieves that better. So there's one upgrade. Didn't do it. Don't think you've ever played a game with Feudal Japan other than Neo 2? Huh. Oh, yeah, there's the Foundry Stone. Sees me missing an ignition source. Oh, here we go. Gain enough resolve, 1 bar, to activate a powerful weapon ability. I need just 1, okay. Or what? No. What's the running attack for this? It's like a overhead swipe. When this game comes out, everyone is playing it, just overrides everything on Twitch. That's true. Japan is a very popular substrate for video games. Very wide swing, that's very nice. Oh. The knockback is amazing, wow. Got that dude flying. It's got those Demon Souls style knockbacks. Gotta save that ability though for the big shieldy dude. What's that? There is no parry right now. But all the parries seem to have been the same thing. Good stagger. Alright, R1L1, let's go. Not yet. What it lit it. It didn't actually do anything with it. You shell that. Killing me, dude. I think his shield's somewhat broken. I think I've been chopping away at this thing. He's on fire. Is he taking good damage from it? Yeah, it's gone. So you can break down their shield. What else got me? What hit me at the end, though? Yeah, I didn't, I wasn't going to bother with damage numbers, but I might. Wait, how much tar do I have? I got 4 glimpses. I keep hitting the wrong button to go between the menus. I don't have enough even for just one. Okay. Well. Okay. Gonna go a little further and then, that'll probably have to be it for tonight because it's already like 11 and change. I think it's hard to use. Where's the shieldy dude? There he is. I almost did. I was about to say I almost wasted my, wasted my harden. There's your shield. Get out of here. Yeah, this weapon is difficult to use. I just don't feel like I'm learning it. Do I have to fight the giant, scary... I don't see the sparkling anymore. But I'm also not close enough to it. Oh, he's still there! Oh, come on. Alright. Didn't even build a single bar of resolve either. Such a cool animation for the swing. couple dudes up here, and then I'm probably close to where I left off. A couple of the big scary dudes that I had to walk back the entire way. And that range is deceptive. I'm not used to having that kind of range with a big mace. Couple of these dudes. I was expecting them to retaliate immediately. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It's kind of hard to tell. I could have let that hit. Is this the beta? No, this is the full game. I might have forgotten to update one of my messages on the chatbot. And hey, AI. Hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I think I'm butchering it. Sorry. Alright. Now we at least can go a little bit further forward before we get to the next two big scary night dudes. You don't even know how to say it? Oh, well, there we go. I think that's a first. Is it from something? Yeah, text-based JRPG or something. I didn't go this way. I probably should go the other way first. Oh, it's locked. It's locked. Okay, so of course I didn't go that way. It's fine. Jerp doesn't know how to pronounce his name either. Guess depending, you could sort of say that. I used to use it ages ago. Most common way of saying it is, but what is ENE pronounced as? Because it could be IN, Ione. Obviously pronounced Jerp. I've gotten that from 2 people, I think, at least. Yeah. I had to take the hit. Or I might have actually gotten that in time. I'm not super sure. I felt like I was really late. Ione? Okay. Well, let's go with that. These dudes are scary. They're so angry when they attack, and then they're very curious as they look around. Oh, that was gonna hit me. I felt that. Alright, I don't remember the way I went for. Haven't caught my stream in ages. When do I usually stream time zone wise? Usually Like, I pretend that I'm going to be on time. This is locked, I think. Yep. I pretend that I'm going to stream at like 8 p.m. Central. Today I did. Usually it's later on a weekday. I need to be better about it. I haven't been. Are these the ones that got me earlier? I think they were. Where's my corpse? I require my body. I think maybe it was a little further. No. Did I not leave a corpse and not realize it? Did I get it back and didn't notice? Well, that's why it's like 6 a.m. where you am. Oh, I used to stream later at night, especially. I had pretty much a night schedule for a bit. Bronze Bell. I used to have a much later schedule around, I would say, like March-ish 2016 for a while. Okay. Works for me. March 2016 up until... I don't know, for 6 or 7 months, I was going really, really late. I had gotten my third layoff in a row from work, places I'd worked at before, and took a long sabbatical to kind of just collect my thoughts, get a mental reset. So I had all the time in the world to stream. I completely mismanaged it, but I was at least streaming very late. What is this? Is it a drum? Whoa, okay, alright. Damn it. I put the controller down for a second. Okay. I got a bowl. That's stamina regen. Cannon was right. It is a stamina item, and it has nothing to do with great. You don't even know when you started watching my content. It's been quite a few years now. Do you remember what game? Because I would remember the day based on that. Ah, I tried to roll it. Or I would remember the year, at least, based on that. Oh, are you looking for, like, a followage command? I don't, Please stop with the fire, this sucks. Oh, things have gotten really nasty not having a... Oh, there's multiple of them? I did not like that. Well, one hit did pretty well, the second one did not. Oh, come on, why are you such a dick? Jarvis Days would have been Dark Souls 1. A little bit. September 9th, 2012 was definitely... That was definitely Dark Souls 1. I went back to Dark Souls 1 for a bit, around Dark Souls 2. Maybe a bit before Dark Souls 3 as well. So, it could have been either closer to like 2011, 2012, or some other point. Ah, man. That's such a setback.